The turning point in my life came after a week of incredible events during the summer of 1986. I took a job as a DJ at a radio station in Ventura and moved there on July 1st. I rented a room and on my first night there saw that my landlord and her boyfriend were snorting cocaine. I moved out the next morning without telling her, forfeiting my deposit and the first month's rent. Fortunately, I found another room that day. My job didn't start for another week, so I drove around Ventura on July 3rd to get the lay of the land. While exploring the city, I re-rented a car. When I took out my proof of insurance, I realized it had just expired on June 30th. Luckily, the damage was only to my car, but it took all of my savings to fix it. I got my car back on the 5th, and thought my troubles were behind me. However, that evening, my new landlord and her boyfriend were shooting heroin. I had no money left, so I couldn't move out. After a week in Ventura, I was broke, friendless, and spiritually fragile. I thought I had everything under control, but found out I didn't, so I decided to do something I hadn't done in a few years. On Monday, July 8th, I went to the local parish, Our Lady of the Assumption, and spent an hour on my knees pouring my heart out to God. I offered my life to Him, promising to return to the church and work for His glory alone. That's when the miracles began to happen, but I didn't know it yet. I had an orientation meeting at the radio station to go to and picked up a bulletin on my way out of the church. I explained my living situation to the manager and she offered me a free room in-house for the rest of the month. On my way home, I glanced at the bulletin and noticed there was a young adult event that evening and decided to go. There were about 30 people there, including a group of women known as the handmaids of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Unbeknownst to me, was that one of them, Yolanda Lopez, would become my wife 3 years later. More on that next time. God is incredible, isn't He?